Which ground troop will be best at taking out the double cannon? What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to my latest Clash of Clans video, where we are going to take each and every one of the ground troops and face them off against the double cannon. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel using the button below this video. That's the only way to stay up to date with all of my Clash of Clans content, and clicking the notification bell next to that button will mean you get notified when any of my videos go live. So which troop do you think will win this challenge, guys? We're going to skip over the Goblin and the Wall Breaker just because of their mechanics in AI being a bit more difficult to control, but make sure to drop me a comment below this video on which troop you think will win this challenge. I'm personally going for the PEKKA. What we're going to do, guys, is use 15 healers alongside the ground troop, and in order to make this fair and a little bit more competitive, any troops that are 5 or below in troop capacity, we're going to take 10 troop space for that troop. So, for the Barbarian, we're going to take 10 Barbarians. For the Hog Rider, for example, we will take 2 Hog Riders and equal 10 troop capacity. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the first troop then, the Barbarians, and find out how they do against the double cannon. So here we are, guys, 15 healers, 10 Barbarians. What do you think? Will they take this down? I'm not too sure whether the cannon will have enough firepower or whether the Barbarians will get taken down quick enough. Let's just find out. The cannon tearing up into them already. The healers not doing much here, but the Barbarians are getting it close. They have gone and done it, guys. And whoa, all of them are off to the spring traps. Not a single Barbarian survives that one, but they got through that double cannon quite easily. And I think there was probably about half of them that survived that challenge. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Barbarians so they don't go trying to trip up the archers and take the victory from them. And let's cook up 10 archers and go ahead and do the exact same thing to see whether the archers can take down this double cannon. So in with the healers first to make sure they're there and ready for the archers. Here they come, all 10 of them flying in. Again, the double cannon, absolutely deadly, wiping them out. The healers even aren't doing very much, but it's not enough. There are 5 again of the archers that survive, but one of them sneaks through the Springtrap Valley of Death. So the archers, I would say, probably even took down that cannon a little bit quicker. I think the archers are in the lead. Any of you guys that said Barbarians in terms of winning this challenge, unfortunately, I think they've already lost. What do you think? Will the Giants go ahead and get this? I've got a good feeling about the Giants. They are definitely not going to get taken down from this double cannon. It just depends on how quickly they can take it down. So the healers are in. Here come the Giants. That double cannon starts off, gets the Giant down a little bit, but the healers take it right back up to full health. Not an issue in terms of being taken out, but they've only got the cannon down to half health. It is going quite slow here for the Giants, so I think on that basis, the archers very much still are in the lead. But a Giant does sneak past them spring traps and get through that little extra area there. So the archers very much still in the lead. Let's get rid of them Giants and see which troop is up next. It will indeed be the Wizard. Now, I've got a good feeling for the Wizards, but the only thing I worry is that they only have 8 troop capacity here, because if we were to take 1 extra Wizard, it would go over the rule of 10 troop capacity. So let's see how the 2 of them do. Will the healers keep them up? That's the only question. Oh, the cannon goes to work straight away, and the Wizards are down. That cannon is looking very smug, overlooking the gravestones, whilst the healers look on and can't do a thing. So the Wizards are the first troop which falls victim to the double cannon and is not able to take it out. So at this point, guys, the archers are still very much in the lead. We're moving on to the PEKKA, which is, like I said, I think got a good chance at taking this challenge. So in with the healers to start with, ready for the PEKKA. Here he or she or whatever it is comes. Cannon going to start getting into work any second. No question that the PEKKA is going to survive this. Takes it down in 2 shots. Was a little bit slow though. I think definitely quicker than the archers. The archers are now not in the lead. I think the PEKKA very much took that one. So we now have the PEKKA leading this challenge. But we'll just have to wait and see. There are still plenty of troops left, guys. We move on to the miners, who get the opportunity to take 2 troops in order to equal that 10 troop capacity. So here we are then, in with the healers again, ready for the miners. Let's bring them in right from the corner and just watch them come all the way down to the cannon. The healers already on them, making sure that they're right on full health as they pop up to start taking out that double cannon. So here they go, they're up, the healers are on them, cannon doing quite a bit of work, but it's not going to take down the miners. And I think that was pretty close, guys. I think they've snuck straight past that Valley of Death as well, straight down to where the town hall is, but then they'll get taken out by this Inferno Tower. I think I'm tempted to say that the miners did better than the PEKKA there because they took that out with ease. The PEKKA maybe did get it off a little bit quicker, a little bit hard to say. I personally want to give the victory to the miners there, only taking 10 troop capacity versus the 25. Any of you guys that said miners, I would say you're in the lead right now because definitely the miners with less than half troop capacity, much more impressive there. So we're going to go with the miners, guys, in terms of at the moment they're in the lead. Let's see how the Hog Riders fare against them. So the healing Hog Riders, here they come. Healers all over them. Cannon going to work. That first Hog Rider nearly went down, but the healers get it back up. And that was pretty quick too, guys. One of them gets past the spring traps. I think the miners still just about took that. I've got to be honest. I think the miners took that down a little bit quicker, but it was definitely close. That was very close. Oh, the Valkyries, again, they have 8 housing space, so we only get to take 1 Valkyrie here, because if we took any more, they would go over the 10 troop capacity rule that we've made. So the Valkyries, unfortunately, may indeed be at a disadvantage here, having even less troop capacity, but who knows, she might come out on top. So here she comes to the double cannon, swinging away at it. The healers managing to keep her up. It's pretty quick for a single troop, we've got to be honest, but that is not going to be enough to take the victory. The miners and the Hog Riders still very much quicker there. I think what we'll do, guys, is when we get to the end, we'll maybe have a head-to-head against the miners and the Hog Rider. Maybe just have one of each and see which one will come out on top, because that was too close to call. Any of you guys that have said miners or Hog Riders, in the comments below, you are definitely in the lead right now. Here comes the Golem though. Definitely no question that this troop isn't going to go down. I mean, is going to go down. It's definitely going to stay up, guys. It's just how quickly the Golem can take out the cannon. So as it comes forward, then the cannon ready to start locking on, trying to do some work, but then 15 healers. This cannon is toast. It has no chance. Actually though, guys, as we look at this, the Golem is just taking way too long to take out this cannon. The Hog Riders and the miners had this down by now, and they were moving forward. So the Golem, very impressive in terms of amount of health left over. No question that the Golem would have been top, but just not quick enough to win this challenge. So the Golem again takes down the cannon. Unfortunately, we've only had the wizards which have fell victim to the cannon at this point. Again, the witch, now they have 12 housing space, so definitely not able to take more than 1 witch. Now this could be interesting, guys, because the witch, when it spawns the skeletons, might give it a bit of a chance here against the cannons. We'll just have to wait and see how quickly we think they can take this down. So the skeletons spawn running ahead of the witch. If the double cannon does manage to lock onto the witch, then most definitely I think it will go down. I'm not too sure whether the healers can keep this up, but the skeleton's very much in front, taking down the double cannon, no problem. Obviously the skeleton's not setting off the trap there, so the witch is going to get sprung off the map. But in terms of this challenge, I think still the Hog Riders and the miners are very much winning this. So we've only really got the bowlers left actually, and then that challenge between one miner and one Hog Rider. What do you think, guys? Again, the bowler with that 8 troop capacity only able to take it. So the bowler is the last troop which might have a chance of clutching victory here from the miners and Hog Riders. In it comes then that single bowler, the also powerful bowler. Will the cannon take it out? Will it join the wizards in the Hall of Fame in terms of getting taken out by the cannon? So very close actually. It's going right down into the red, but the healers just able to keep it up, and the bowler is able to take victory over the double cannon, but not this challenge, because the miners and Hog Riders were certainly a lot quicker than that. So any of you guys that said miners or Hog Riders in the comments down below, massive congratulations. I said the PEKKA. I thought the PEKKA really did have this challenge, but let's go ahead and do a face-off between the miner and the Hog Rider once and for all to see which one can take this challenge. So in come the 15 healers. Here comes the miner straight forward towards the cannon. How quickly will it take it out? So let's see. When it gets onto the cannon here, 248 was as it popped up, but 246 was actually when it started shooting at the cannon. So we're already 6 seconds in. Let's see, guys. It's taken 10, 11 seconds, 12 seconds even, just under 12 seconds to take out that cannon. So still very impressive for a single miner and only 5 troop capacity. Will the Hog Rider take it? Let's check it out, guys. This is definitely going to be close to call. It was so close with the 2 troops. The final raid here of the video. 15 healers, in they come. And here comes the ever so mighty Hog Rider racing forward to the cannon. Let's see when it gets its first hit. 51. Actually, no, it was about 49 actually when it took it down. The Hog Rider doing fantastic work here, staying up alive. And the Hog Rider, I think the Hog Rider took that. I mean, definitely very close to call, but the Hog Rider did seem to take it just that little bit quicker. Let's check it out. The miners 104 damage per second, whereas the Hog Rider 135 damage per second. So you would think the Hog Rider, that would make sense. We had it as about 1 second beforehand. So the Hog Rider takes the challenge, but I'm going to say that anyone that said miners or Hog Riders in the bottom of this video, you guys both win. We'll call it a draw for the 10 troop space, but the Hog Rider won the face-off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out, guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.